Hello and welcome to The Big Fight. Now, this week we've again seen trouble in Jammu and Kashmir Valley in particular. And now for the first time in 15 years, the army in a sense had to be pressed into action to try and calm things down in the city of Srinagar to some extent. Just what exactly has happened a year, 2 years, 3 years back, people were saying the problem is more or less behind us. Obviously, that's not the case. There may be some influence happening from outside. There may be some paid elements which are also being spoken about in the last couple of days. But clearly, there is a bedrock of discontent out there. And somewhere we need to figure out how to solve it. So what is the best way to deal with the present situation in the Kashmir Valley? And then long-term, what are the solutions that we can look towards? This is a subject that, well, personally, I think I've been now reporting on for the last 19 years, and I hope I will not be reporting on it for another 19 years. But on this panel, let's try and get as many of the answers as we possibly can. I'd like to welcome onto the program, joining us from Srinagar, Mehbooba Mufti, the president of the J&K People's Democratic Party. Also joining us from Srinagar, Mr. G.N. Ratanpuri, who's the Rajya Sabha MP from the National Conference. It's great to have both of you joining us. I'm afraid connectivity with Srinagar right now, for various reasons, the curfew passes, is a bit disturbed. So do bear with us if sometimes we can't hear you all that clearly. But here in our studio, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Sajjad Lone, chairman of the People's Conference. Sajjad, great to have you with us. Standing next to him is Chandan Mitra, Rajya Sabha MP from the BJP. Thanks for being with us. Iftikhar Gilani, Bureau Chief of the Kashmir Times, Aditya Academy winner. Wonderful to have you with us in the studio. Mr. Ian Ram Mohan was the DG of the BSF in the Kashmir Valley. In fact, I have to tell you, sir, I'm not sure whether you remember it or not, but the first time I ever got shot at in the Kashmir Valley was, I think, in a convoy of jeeps being led by you. Yeah. I think it was in 93 or sometime there. Yeah. And of course, an old friend of ours, Dr. Amitabh Mattu. What he doesn't know about Jammu and Kashmir and its politics doesn't deserve to be known. So it's wonderful to have you with us, Dr. Mattu here. If I can just start off with you, Mr. Ratanpuri, first. The National Conference asked, in a sense, for the army to be pressed into action to calm things down. It also seems to be passing a lot of the buck to the centre, saying the centre hasn't really taken the peace process forward. In a sense, aren't you washing your hands a bit of your own responsibilities?
It is not only National Conference, Vikram. It is the government of Jammu and Kashmir, a coalition government in which Congress is an equal partner. You should not blame National Conference for everything. Vikram, this is a 60-year-old problem. The sentiment is there. It remains dormant for some time and erupts at the slightest provocation. Day before yesterday, I was in your program. I prayed. I asked that consider me like any other Indian. I personally don't want any special position. Give me the status of any other Indian. When I am outside Jammu and Kashmir, I am fully confident. I am an Indian. I am a proud Indian. But in Kashmir, I see that even after being the member of parliament, member of the highest institution of the country, I don't get that response, that respect, which I get in Delhi or any other part of the country.
Chandan Mitra, part of the mistake that we made is that every time there is a period of peace for a certain period of time, we almost tend to forget Kashmir. It's okay, it's all over, let's forget about it right now, which is a mistake. But the immediate flare-up that has happened, should the state government or should the state government not take some responsibility for it?
Of course, the state government has to take primary responsibility. If analyzing the present spate of problems, it is very clear to me that a systematic attempt is being made to destabilize the elected government as well as the entire kind of constitutional process in Jammu and Kashmir by outside elements.
Tuba.com,